pouring like the night's a movie. Baby, can you hold me like you know me, like you don't want to lose me?
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Destiny. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a Netflix recommendations. I seen another YouTuber do this, and I thought it was a really cool idea. I can't. It was a really cool idea, and I wanted to give you guys some of my favorites. So I'm gonna do that. So right here, I have just a list of some of my favorite Netflix shows. Some of these are like Netflix originals, some of them are not. I tried to do some things that wasn't like blown up and like mainstream. So like I'm not gonna tell you guys to watch Riverdale, 13 Reasons Why, or Stranger Things, or stuff like that, because like like everybody already knows about them, so it didn't make sense to tell you guys about them. If you know what I mean. So the first show that I have on here is Atypical. This show is completely and so underrated. Nobody talks about it. Nobody knows about it. And I'm like, for what? This show is so freaking good. I don't know why it's so underrated. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. So Atypical is basically about this show. It's a show about this guy named Sam. Named Sam. I still can't remember characters' names. Named Sam, and he has autism. And it basically is just like the story about like his life and how he copes with it and everything. But it's so good, it's insane. Can't wait for season 3. The next show that I have, by the way, like I suck at explaining shows, so I'm sorry. I swear I hear music, that's so weird. The second show that I have on here is Death by Magic. It's another underrated show. I understand why a lot of people wouldn't watch it, but it's really good. I started it a couple of days ago. And it's basically about like this guy who reattempts magic tricks that killed people. Does that make sense? So it's like he did one that killed a guy. He was like in the middle of a road in a straitjacket, and he like reattempted that because the first guy that did it died. Like he got ran over. If that like makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Next show is another underrated show. It's Alexa and Katie. Alexa and Katie may seem like a kid show, but it's really good. Like it's really good. I promise you. So Alexa and Katie is about this girl named Alexa who has cancer, and she like was supposed to be starting high school, but she couldn't because of the cancer, and then like she ended up losing all of her hair. So then Katie shaved her head for her. Oh, it was so cute. Such a good show. I promise. You guys definitely should watch it. Season 2 came out in December, but I can't wait for season 3. By the way, this video is obviously not sponsored by Netflix, but I wish it would. Netflix hit me up for a job because all I do is watch you. Ugh. The next show is One Day at a Time, which I really, and I mean, I know for the past 3 shows I've said I don't understand why this show is not more popular, but I really 100% do not understand why more people don't talk about One Day at a Time. Like, if you watch One Day at a Time, please tell me in the comments that you feel me on why people don't talk about it more, because this show is so freaking incredible. Oh my god. So, I guess One Day at a Time was like a show back in the older days. Like, I guess like this is kind of like a spin-off, like a remake of another show, but I'm not too sure. I heard people saying that, but like I also don't know, so don't quote me. And it basically follows the mom Penelope, the grandma Abuelita, and then Penelope's 2 kids, Elena. I was about to say Elaine. Elena and Alex. Mind you, I suck at names. And it basically just like it talks about really serious like today issues. It's amazing. Elena is my girl. Isabella Gomez, like, hit me up. Let's be friends. She would never want to be my friend, but okay. The next one is a movie. I just watched it last night. It's not a Netflix original, I don't think. I don't think it's a Netflix original. I don't know. But it's The Great Gilly Hopkins. This is based on a book, and let me tell you, okay? 2 days ago, I saw the trailer while scrolling through Netflix. I was like, that movie looks really good. I'm gonna watch it. Didn't find it. Okay, went back yesterday, and I was like, what the hell was the name of that movie? It was like Gilly or Jilly. Sorry, her name started with a G, and all I did, like, I was like, I'm struggling so much to find the movie. But it was, I need to drink some water or something. Jesus Christ. But it's such a good movie. It's basically about this girl named Gilly Hopkins who was like a foster kid, or she is a foster kid, and she goes to like stay with this family, and like the little boy is also a foster kid, but he's been staying there for like a year or so, and she ends up like loving the family. I don't want to tell you guys the movie, but go watch it. It's amazing. The next show is once again a Netflix original. We're popping it off, and it's not underrated, but it's not as hyped as Stranger Things or 13 Reasons Why, and that is On My Block. I'm pretty sure you guys heard about this because it's been like everywhere, but not everywhere. Like when I scroll through Instagram like videos, I don't see clips of it. Like, oh my god, he did this for her. That's so crazy. Or oh my god, he said this when she was right there. Like none of that. You don't see that. So that's why I'm putting on the list. On My Block is basically about these friends who I think are starting high school. I haven't watched this since like first came out, so forgive me. I don't remember any of the names. Jesus. But it's about these kids that are just out of high school and just like their life. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so freaking good. It's amazing. The next one is a movie, and it is The Lovely Bones. This movie is based on a book, The Lovely Bones, and I read the book before watching the movie because I didn't know that there was a movie, but I read the book in high school. Right? High school? Yeah, I read the book in high school. It's basically about a girl who gets murdered and then lived her life on Earth, but as like a ghost. And then her dad tries to get her sister killed, which is insane to me. I don't want to tell you guys the movie, but it's crazy. But I can tell you this: if you've never read the book, but you're gonna watch this movie, they took every movie takes like a huge chunk of the book out, but the way the girl died is pretty different, in my opinion. Because in the book, she was sexually assaulted and then murdered, but it didn't happen like that in the movie. So that's just my little tea, you know? But the book, highly recommend it. The movie, highly recommend it. Where am I at? Oh. The next show is one that is completely underrated. Nobody ever talks about it, but it's so good, and that is Greenhouse Academy. Greenhouse Academy is about this girl. So, like, her brother attends Greenhouse Academy, and I guess she, like, ends up going, or she was already going. I don't really remember. It's been a while since season 1. Just saying. And it's just a bunch of like tea and drama and mystery and misfit and just so much other stuff. It's crazy, but it's really good. I promise. The next show is one show that I've watched 1,000 times and I could talk about it forever. That is Girl Meets World. Why did I say it like that? That is Girl Meets World. Girl Meets World is the spinoff of Boy Meets World, for anyone who doesn't know. And I believe it's supposed to be leaving Netflix on the 19th. I'm not, so a week from today, because today's the 12th. I'm not 100% positive, but I've seen, like, sources about it. So, really sad about that. But I do know that, like, Disney wants, like, all of their stuff removed off of Netflix and, like, Hulu, because they're starting their own, they want to start their own streaming service. That's what I heard. That's the tea that I got. That tea hit my ear, you know, it burned. It follows Riley, who is Corey and Topanga's daughter, and just kind of like her life, if that makes sense. I can 100% vouch for people who have said they didn't like the show just because they felt like it copied Boy Meets World too much, because I definitely agree. And the reason why I say that, I'm sorry, like the back of my head itches. The reason why I say that is because I watched all of Boy Meets World on Hulu, and then watched Girl Meets World on Netflix. And watching it back to back like that, I definitely noticed some things like the jelly bean thing, there was something else. I don't remember what, but it was something else. And I was like, that's... Oh, the ski lodge thing. So, but it is 100% a really good show. Season 2 is the best season in my opinion. It's such a good season. The last Netflix recommendation that I have for you guys today is Brain on Fire. This is a movie. It's a Netflix original movie. It's a Netflix original movie, and it is so good. It's based on a true story about this girl named Susan. Susan K. Halen. I couldn't remember her first name. And basically just like how she ended up with like this really rare like brain disease thing. I don't really know. Basically her brain was on fire, which is what they got, Brain on Fire. And it is so good. Chloe Grace Moretz is in it, and I freaking love her. She plays, obviously, Susan, and like Tyler Perry's in it. And like the teacher from Gifted is in it. I never could remember her name, but she's in it. It's really good. It has, the ratings are kind of like off, or like low, and like the reviews are kind of bad. But in my opinion, it's a really good movie. I think it was like portrayed really, really well from the story that I heard of the actress Susan K. Halen. I think they did a pretty good job of like telling her story. It wasn't on the list, but it just came to me right now, like right at this very second. That show that I'm gonna recommend you guys is also Netflix original, of course, and it is the show You. Let me tell you, oh my gosh, this show will have you on like the edge of your seat at the end of every freaking episode. There was one episode where they got up out of my seat and I screamed and I ran into the corner of my bedroom. And I was like, what? No! What? It was playing back in my mind. I'm not gonna tell you guys what happened, obviously. You gotta watch it for that one. But it stars Bagley? I don't know how to say his last name. I don't even know if that is his last name. Dan Humphrey from Gossip Girl. And then it stars Shay Mitchell, a.k.a. Emily Phillips from Pretty Little Liars. And it stars, like, this girl who looks just like Betty's sister from Riverdale. And it's crazy. And the ending, to me, of the whole season was kind of predictable. Like, I wasn't really surprised what happened. If you know what happened, don't spoil it for anybody. But I wasn't really, like, surprised. I was like, I kind of expected that. Like, I wasn't like, what? Like, the ending of Pretty Little Liars. I kind of was just like, I'm not really surprised. But, yeah. But definitely go watch that show. Only season 1 is out right now. But I do believe it got renewed for season 2. And I heard from my eyes on the internet, my eyes heard it from the internet, that the girl from Stuck in the Middle, the middle child, the main character of Stuck in the Middle, she's going to be in season 2. And I'm really, like, interested to know how they're going to incorporate, like, her character in the show. I think that's going to be, like, so interesting. For my Netflix recommendations, if you actually end up watching any of these or just, like, looking into it, please let me know, and I will probably do another one of these whenever I find new shows. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you liked this video, you'll probably like some of my other ones, so go ahead and watch all of those. Get my views up so I can get monetized. Hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys on the flip side or whenever I decide to post a new video.